So today we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming summer 2025 anime chart. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, share, support, consider subscribing to stay up to date on everything I will be talking about on the channel. And of course we do have the Patreon where all my live reactions and other exclusives live, so even if I don't cover stuff for that long or maybe even at all on YouTube, it always is covered over on Patreon if I am watching it. So we're going to quickly go over what I'm currently most interested in. No promises I'll actually watch everything, because until I actually see it, I can't say for sure if it's good. There's a lot of stuff I'd normally probably at least bring up, but I'm bringing up the stuff I feel more confident in watching, rather than stuff I'm like, I might try it. So there could be some stuff that I might end up trying later, but yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Gonna speed past these one, Lord of Mysteries as well as Topoki's Original Sin. I've already watched both. One is amazing and the other is amazing and Peak Depression. Of course, we got Dandadan Season 2 finally coming out. Now, I say finally, it hasn't been that long, but with how good Season 1 was, it has felt like a bit of a wait. Of course, I'm incredibly hyped to see where they go. The arc that they teased at the end of Season 1 left me incredibly intrigued, so based on what I hear, it's apparently going to be pretty peak. I once saw someone refer to My Dress Up Darling after a clip of the jiggle physics went viral, and they referred to it basically the Jujutsu Kaisen of Gunner anime, and to be honest, I'm not even that salty by that comparison. But either way, I am excited to see what they're going to do. I like the two's relationship, and, you know, we'll see if YouTube vibes with it. Season 1 didn't do bad on my channel, but I suspect, just given trends I've seen lately, Season 2 probably won't do good on my channel, so I'm welcome to be proven wrong, but time will tell. Kaiju No. 8 Season 2. Now, I absolutely love this. I thought it was awesome. To be honest, I think it was slightly underappreciated. They had a lot of good things going on in Season 1, and if they continue to utilize all the breadcrumbs and little foundations they laid out and really cook with Season 2, this one's going to really pop off, I believe. Now this one seems pretty hyped up. The Fragrant flower blooms with dignity. Unfortunately, this is one of the only Netflix shows that isn't getting a simulcast globally. It comes out in, it's like a month later or something. Like, in Japan and Asia, comes out on time, but everywhere else, not so much. To be honest, this one wouldn't normally do well on my channel anyway, so personally, I'm not overly affected, but I am interested to check it out either way. But yeah, if you're looking for a legal simulcast, seemingly this one's not going to have it until much later. We got Reincarnated as a 7th Prince Season 2. I think this is best described as, damn, this show is sus as hell and surprisingly amazing. One of the only cases where I can say, listen, there's a lot of questionable visual imagery in this show, but somehow they cooked with some of the best action and honestly pretty fun power system in recent memory. Actually excited. Hopefully, they tone down in some of the sus stuff. They won't, of course, but at least they got some pretty-ass visuals and insane fights to keep me there, even when I'm saying, wait a gosh darn moment, is Chris Hansen about to knock on my door? God damn. The Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie's coming out in Japan. I think it's a little bit away from an international release, but either way, I'm excited to see that whenever it does pop out for me anyway. We got Shield Hero Season 4. Now, I didn't talk about Season 3 much on my channel. I think I made like 2 videos, but I did cover all of Season 3 over on Patreon, and I loved it. Season 2 was definitely a hit and a miss. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone made it out to be, but it was magnitudes lower than Season 1. Season 3, it hit that sweet spot of all the good of both seasons, and to be honest, Season 4 is looking really good for me personally. I hope people like it. I would like to talk about it on the channel if possible. We'll see where it goes though. Sakamoto Days, Cour 2 is popping off. Sadly, a lot of people didn't care about this one either, but I am really excited. Now, Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus is an interesting one. So it is a sequel to like 2 movies. So the Rascal series, fantastic. I haven't seen those 2 movies. I know how to sail the high seas. But as it stands, there is no legal way to watch 2 of the canon plot points to watch this TV series. Maybe that'll change in the future, but yeah. Interesting. We got Call of the Night Season 2. I did have fun talking about Season 1. I know this is a very popular and anticipated show. Personally, I doubt the show will do well on my channel. I might try it for Season 2 on the channel, but in terms of watching, I am excited to see more of the sucky vampire show. Not because it actually sucks, but just because she wants to suck the MC, and boy golly, will she do so. Dr. Stone, Science Future, we got Cour 2. Of course, we know this is a final season. We're getting multiple cores, and to be honest, Cour 1 of this season was fantastic. Dr. Stone has remained to be one of peak modern shonens, and sadly so many have continued to sleep on it ever since its first season. I refuse to do so. It is amazing, it is peak, and one of the best anime. We got Apocalypse Bringer. Now, this one, I initially almost skipped out on it. So this is basically one of the kind of like trapped in a game things and gonna build an evil empire sort of a thing. Sounds pretty generic at face value, but to be honest, the trailer does have me quite interested, and it airs on Not a Horrible Days to cover for content, so I'm hoping this one could be good for YouTube and Patreon. Grand Blue Dreaming Season 2, I believe as of the release of this video, I've released my YouTube video, but yes, I recently have checked out the first season finally, and I thought it was hysterical. So, a Monday Grand Blue, perfectly normal diving anime, no sus vibes at all as we, party and get drunk and try to get laid. Yes, I am absolutely here for Season 2, and I hope YouTube will be right there with me. Gachikuta, I believe is how you say it, comes from Bones Film. Even if, like, the description sold you or it didn't sell you, no matter what, go watch the trailer. Jesus. The monkey brain inside of me is just like, that's incredible. But the description's also incredible. Like, I don't know how big it will be. It could be completely slept on. I've been proven wrong of shows I thought would blow up. But this has everything lined up for success. Incredible, one of my more anticipated. Secrets of the Silent Witch. Now, this one surprised me. Basically, if you watch the trailer, there's points in it that I was like, that's movie quality. Looks beautiful, and I'm like, oh, okay, another witch anime, I'm always down for that. But then you realize you're dealing with an antisocial witch who's very talented. Remember that little rock show we had a year or so back, Bocce the Rock? It's that with witches, man. Need I say more? We got Tougen Anki, so this one is another one that's looking pretty fun. We got basically a character with Oni inside of him and self-discovery, but another one if you go and watch the trailer. Personally, I think the description's solid enough, but I can see a lot of people thinking it sounds boring. The poster looks fun as hell, and the trailer equally so. This one probably will get slightly slept on unless, who knows, maybe this is just an insanely popular must-watch for a lot of people. I'm really excited for it either way, and I think you should be too. The Summer Hikaru Died. Now, this one I almost slept on, I ain't gonna lie, and then I saw my favorite studio, Cygames Pictures. So, this one, the description sounds ominous and super mysterious and interesting, but I guarantee you casual watchers who peek the trailer are gonna be like, what the f. Okay. It's not guaranteed. Shows like these is a coin toss if they get talked about. And I can look at shows like Dark Gathering as an example, and I thought that show deserved way more popularity. But we could have another, like, Heavenly Delusion on our hands, where the first episode's so good, everyone focuses in on it. Unironically, a top 3 most anticipated show. Not only because I love the studio, but it sounds super freaking amazing. New Saga, I think, is coming out today as of the release of this video. You can let me know if it's good or not. I don't know. The production looked pretty shit in the preview, so we'll see. There's also Virgin Punk, which I believe is a movie or something. I don't know. It comes from Studio Shaft. The production looks absolutely insane, so, you know, I'm going to be watching it. And we also have new Panty Stocking, so basically Season 2 Panty Stocking, so I'm pretty excited for that. I watched it a long time ago. No idea if the demand... Like, it's a big series at face value, but I don't know if it's big for content. I would like to do it on YouTube, but either way, I'm pretty excited. But those are like the main things I'm most interested in. There's definitely other stuff I could have talked about, like there's that water magician show, but to be honest, a lot of this stuff looks like if it was a drier season, I'd probably pay more attention, but I'm already sweating bullets of all the stuff I want to try, and even if 75% of what I think I might like turns out solid, Jesus, that's a lot of anime. You let me know what you're most anticipating of this season and what you want to see content on YouTube for. Let me know what the people want. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, ring that bell to stay up to date on all this anime. And Patreon is where every single piece of content will live no matter what, as long as I am watching it. So maybe you get first impressions of some things, not see it always going forward. Is what it is. YouTube's an algorithm game, I gotta play it, but Patreon's where I keep everything else, and you also get other exclusives like video shoutouts and early access to videos just like this one. So until next time, please take care. Have a good one.